All right, are you all proceeding on the motion to revoke?
Yes.
All right, could I have a stamp, please?
Yes.
And did you fill out a trial court certification?
It's a recommendation of continue, Judge.
But we don't know if I'm gonna follow that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll fill one out.
Okay, thank you.
All right, predict seat over there.
All right, court is calling 2022 CR 8673, State of Texas versus Mariah Lopez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Lisa Garahan, Your Honor.
defense?
Kelly Piddle.
Are you Miss Lopez? I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Mariah Lopez who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 8673 for the offense of injury to the elderly bodily injury on March 20th, 2023 for a term of 6 years? Is that you? All right, you're going to need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Mariah Lopez, the defendant there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right,
We'll
state.
waive the remaining violated conditions, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 5 years in prison? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will, I'm sorry, violation of condition number 4.
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. And it is to deny the motion to revoke community supervision, alter and amend for report weekly until dual diagnosis, outpatient treatment with ECCSCD, TAP evaluation is completed, monthly year analysis, and documented sober support meetings as directed by the court. And we are also in agreement to keep in custody until the TAP evaluation is completed.
That's our understanding, Judge.
All right, Ms. Lopez, I have a few questions for you. Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you're gonna need to
Yes,
speak.
ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Mariah Lopez.
All right, so what's your support system? Do you have people who are supporting you? I'm sorry?
I don't.
All right. Do you live with anyone? Do you live by yourself?
I live with family.
I'm sorry?
With family. I live with family.
All right, who's the family members you're living with?
It's one of my cousins.
All right, is there a reason why you didn't report?
I did a call and it just didn't show up.
I'm sorry.
When I got out of custody.
Okay, just 1 second. Excuse me, sir. You're gonna have to whisper. We're on the record. Yes.
I called, but I didn't physically go down.
Okay, why not?
She got released on a weekend, Judge, and then she called a few days later, and they told her that she was reporting late and she did not go down there. She got scared. So
But
we discussed what her expectations are in regards to probation and showing up.
so you are saying you were released. When were you released from jail?
I think it was June. End of May.
All right, so I have her being as placed on probation, March 20th, 2023. And then that means that you must have reported in April because I don't have a violation for April. Has she ever reported?
Your Honor, she reported to initial intake in March.
Okay. And then,
I was in custody until the end of May.
For what?
I wasn't released.
okay, so this isn't making sense to me. So if she was released at the end of May and she was placed on probation in March, so you're telling me you were in jail all of April? Could somebody explain this to me? I know she had the MIC evaluation in custody, but I don't think the MIC evaluation would take all of April.
It looks like there was a warrant issued on July the 26th of 2023. And she was remanded without bond on July.
Okay, so that's July. So it doesn't explain to me the month of April.
It
Yes,
says she was granted probation on May 5th.
On May 5th it was, and then she was released from jail in May. And then there was a violation report. And then even MTR filed on July the 26th. That's when the warrant went.
all right, well, what I will tell everybody, unless this motion to revoke is incorrect, because it has her being placed on probation March 20th, 2023. That's what's stamped.
Correct.
So we have an entire month of April. And I don't see any violation in the motion to revoke saying she didn't report for April. So either she was in jail all of April or either she reported in April. Bashan, you had something you wanted to add?
Her top evaluation. It appears her top evaluation was done April the sixth. April the sixth.
Mhm.
She was still in custody. And
Judge, on our JD system, which is same as y'all's system, most likely, said probation was granted on March 20th, but then later on, it does say that it was granted on May 5th, and then released on May 6th.
That is very odd because that's not what I ordered.
Oh, Judge,
It
it's
says
a
keep
problem.
in custody for the NIC evaluation, that's what it does say also on our
Mm.
system.
No, I understand the MIC, but if somebody's telling me MIC took the entire month of April, then I'll understand.
um. There, you have a supplemental report in your file. I'm trying to get my print.
Yes, I do.
So that supplemental report kind of give you a little bit more information.
Ah, okay. So it was the dual diagnosis.
So Judge, you know, when
And
The
we're off the
TAP
record. I know you're doing a lot. Are you saying thank you now? We're off the record. Yes.
you know, Your Honor, when the TAP recommends for them to move further along with the MIC evaluation, sometimes it takes a little longer for Center for Healthcare Services to be, for them to see the Center for Healthcare Services. So that, is probably what happened. Now, the last thing on our court summary that has listed was that she only reported to initial intake. So she really didn't have like an office visit with her officer because after she was released is when we lost contact.
All right. So here's my other question, because I'm reading the supplemental report. And I know she was evaluated for dual diagnosis inpatient facility, the residential.
Yes, Judge.
So does that mean that she's already been evaluated for the dual diagnosis outpatient treatment? Because I would think that the report would say she doesn't qualify for this, but she qualifies for the outpatient treatment. That way it won't take long and the TAP won't take long.
So Judge. Based on the screening from Tacoma and the Center for Healthcare Services, she does not meet the criteria for DDRF or MIC.
Okay. So then she's,
She does qualify for the outpatient, the dual diagnosis outpatient.
okay. So we don't have to keep her in there to have her evaluated for that. They say she already qualifies. So,
Do we have to do a new TAP altogether?
well, we're going to find out right now. So there's no need for a new TAP.
Okay.
See what happens when questions are asked? I have questions. All right. So we're back on the record. Now, the cousins that you're living with, how many people are in that household?
Just me.
But you said you were living with your cousin.
Well, he lives there, but he doesn't like, he's in and out. Which is
All right.
just, I'm kind of like alone a little bit at times.
What did she say?
I'm like alone sometimes, like most of the time, because like he lives there, but he doesn't stay that much, like he doesn't stay there a lot.
So the only people who live in that home are your male cousin and yourself.
Yes, and a dog, that's all.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
No, good.
Any questions?
Say, yeah.
Probation?
Judge, I would like to get an updated address. Tried to do the field visit and the address I was provided was not good. I would, if we're going to go with the dual diagnosis outpatient program, I would also ask for monthly UAs and documented silver support.
Okay.
Her original conditions indicate you want her to, ensure that her mental health was under control.
Mhm.
So I would like to have more information as far as what she's doing to, as far as treatment.
All right. Have you seen a doctor about your mental health issues?
Just in Bear County.
Just at the jail?
Yes.
All right, we'll have to do a referral then for Center for Healthcare Services. All right, this is what the court is going to do. I'll deny the motion, alternate amending conditions. You're to provide a address to probation today. Do you know what the address is? All right, you're gonna give that to them today. They're gonna do a field visit. If it turns out that that's an abandoned house or nobody's staying there, a motion to revoke is gonna be filed. Do you understand? Gonna recommend dual diagnosis outpatient treatment. I'm gonna want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. There's gonna be a referral to Center for Healthcare Service. We'll do regular random UAs and field visits one time per month until further notice, and no unsupervised contact with minors. Is there anything else that she needs probation?
Your Honor, all other conditions of probation apply still, correct?
Yes.
Nothing else.
All right. Anything else the state is requesting? Defense, anything else you're requesting?
No, you're.
Ms. Lopez, is there anything you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right. So I want to stress to you, this is the point. You have to report to probation. If you don't report to probation, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. You now know where the 187 District Court is, right? If there is an issue where you can't get in touch with probation, you can come to court or call Mr. Piddle and you can come to court. Otherwise, if you are unsuccessful, you're looking at potentially 5 years in prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you.
And we keep it working like Oouchie the boss. We tryna catch out like we hit us a fault. We gotta win, ain't taking no loss. We in the game.